Hey, Verve Group leaders, we are over halfway through our semester, and I know that you've been connecting with your Verve Group coaches, but I want to let you know that I've been praying for you, and I hope your group is going awesome, and I so appreciate what you do, because what you do is so important. I want to remind you that you are the pastor of your people. You are the person who is in the best position to pastor your people. You know them, you know what they need. You are able to guide and shepherd them as they move forward in their journey with God. And how can you help each person in your group to know what is the next step I need to take in my journey and to help them to actually take it? And is there maybe someone who has stopped coming to your group and Jesus says that you go out and you pursue that person. You try to get them to come back, and I wonder if there's anyone that you need to do that for. I also want to remind you that you have two jobs. One is to pastor your people. The other is to apprentice a pastor for a new group, someone from your group for a new group, someone who someday will be able to lead a group of their own, or maybe take your group and you could start a new group. Whenever I tell this to leaders, they always say the same thing. They always say, well, man, I don't think I have anyone who's ready to lead a group yet. Exactly. That's why this person is an apprentice. They're not ready yet, but you're going to help them develop and to get ready. So, who is your apprentice? Who's your apprentice? If you don't have one, who should you ask? Who is the person in your group who you could see being a leader someday? And so you ask them now and start to get that idea in their head and start to work with them. If you do have an apprentice, is that person maybe ready to start leading a group of their own? Speaking of that, we are getting close to this semester ending, and in January, we're going to do sign-ups for our new semester that starts in February. So attached to this email, there is a group leader form for you to fill out. I'm hoping that you would be willing to lead a group again next semester, because we need you. We need more groups, not less. And so I'm really hoping that you'll do this again. And the form lets us know if you're willing, and then also like what day of the week you're going to meet and what time and what topic you're planning on studying and all that kind of stuff. Also, little announcement, I want to let you know that we are going to be trying something new. If anyone would like to, we're going to be willing to try offering what we'll call activity groups. So instead of a group that's centered on a study, this would be a group that's centered on an activity. Maybe you feel led to lead a group of people who want to train for a marathon, or play basketball together, or go out on a motorcycle ride on Sunday afternoons. There might be something that you realize, man, I think I could bring some people together who maybe wouldn't get into a normal group, but maybe would get together for something like this. Now, these activity groups need to have a spiritual component. And so we're going to ask you to make sure that Scripture, the Bible, and prayer is a part of each group meeting. It doesn't need to be centered on that. So you might have a group that rides motorcycles or plays basketball, but you start by saying, hey, let's sit in a circle for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you maybe say, hey, I want to share with you a Bible verse that means a lot to me. Or I want to read you a Bible verse I've been thinking about this week. And you read it and you talk about it for a minute or two. Here's what this verse means to me. What do you guys think? And then you say, hey, how can we be praying for you this week? And people share prayer requests, and you say, cool, let me pray, and let's remember to pray for each other. And then you go off and ride motorcycles for an hour or play basketball for an hour. And so we don't want the groups to not have any spiritual component, but we're going to try having groups, if you'd like to lead one, that is more centered on an activity. So that's one of the options in the form that you can fill out. If you would please fill out that form and have it back to me by the end of the day, December 15th. December 15th. So you got about a month to do that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask your coach, and they should be able to help you. If you have an apprentice who you think is ready to lead a group in February, man, talk to your apprentice about that, and talk to your coach and let your coach know, hey, I've got somebody who I think is ready. We're going to do another Verve group training in January, so you'll be hearing about that more as well, and you can bring your apprentice to that. Listen, what you do is so, so important. In fact, in our ministry to adults, your position is more important than any other position because you are the pastor of your people. Thank you so much for doing what you're doing, and I pray that you'll keep doing it. Thanks.